welcome to another episode of the Unfolding Life podcast, where we discuss life and all its possibilities and responsibilities. We are your hosts, Gail,
and Shakir.
and today we have a very special guest, our friend Jewel. She is a graphic designer, a good friend of ours, and someone we consider, to have a certain amount of wisdom. We really wanted to get her opinion on today's topic. Speaking of which, today's topic is, drum roll please,
Bam, 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 bam.
are there any good men or women left in the world? Now, today we'll be discussing what makes a man a good man, what makes a woman a good woman, if there are any of these precious gems left in the world, and what the rest of us can do to improve. All right, so let's get right into it. All right, so first question: what makes a man a good man? Okay, so I'll go first. Let's see. Makes a man a good man. So for me, I can only speak for myself. I think a good man is someone who is willing to protect the ones he loves, stand up for them, stand up for himself if needed, but still knows when to be gentle, is respectful, you know, just a decent human being who is also willing to work on, the negatives that he has, all those insecurities, those little what we call flaws, and so on. Someone like that who knows that improving doesn't mean that he's, you know, not good. Right. So, Joel, would you like to give us your take on what makes a man a good man?
Hi, hi everyone. My name is Joel. I actually agree with everything that you said, Gail. I think a good man is someone who is dependable, respectful,
Mm,
consistent. Like, does he do what he says he's going to do?
right.
Someone who protects his family, someone who is faithful. So that's my take for right now.
Okay. I think all of what you guys said pretty much, nail on. I think, as Gail said, a man that is, willing to look at the flaws that he has and change. Someone that is willing to provide, protect the persons that, and protect the persons that are around him. I just feel like men who are good men, it comes from a genuine place. It's not something that you're trying to do for the likes or for notoriety. I think you should be genuine in everything that you do towards everyone. So not only in your relationship, but everything in life. I think that's what makes a good man. Not with along with all of the other things that were mentioned, but just a genuine person.
Right. Okay,
Okay,
so
absolutely.
we spoke about a lot of, you know, uh, let's see, personal characteristics of a man, personality traits, character traits. Is that the full extent of a man, like of a good man, or are there other things? Is it that those are the main things, mental, his emotional well being or anything? Because, some people are like, oh, I want a man that does this, I want a man that does that. Does it extend to the physical and financial, or is it the main focus? Is it internal? I'm asking the question to both of you.
All right. I'm gonna give my take on this. So most of what I've listed is stuff that I genuinely look for. So a man can be a good man, and he finds himself, nice young lady, want to date and stuff like that, and all of these things. Even though he's a good man, he may not be probably as attractive, or he may not be as probably financially where he wants to be or stuff like that. That does not make him, for example, it doesn't make him a bad person or anything like that. However, persons do have their personal preferences. So even though he's a good man and all of these things and stuff as well, you still do have to be attracted to somebody to want to be with them, or to want to make them a part of your life. There has to be a certain level of financial there has to be some level of financial intelligence there as well, because this person may be a good person, but he's like reckless with money. Potentially, that's not somebody you want to take on into your life, and that's just my take.
That's definitely true.
Yeah.
Some might look at it as, oh, that person's a gold digger. It's not necessarily that you're a gold digger, or
No.
that you want someone who is who is like Elon Musk, Bill Gates, Jeff
No.
Bezos rich. It's just, even if he is not making, uh, let's say, in Jamaican terms, I guess the base for that is a million odd a year. Um,
A million a year.
a million odd, no, because okay, so that you said recently you need
A
$480,000
month.
a month to be able to live comfortably in Jamaica. Let's say if he's not making that, and he's financially literate, moving towards that, has a goal and everything, you'd be willing to go with him as long as you're attracted to him in that way and he has those qualities.
Would you be willing? That's a question.
Hmm.
Would I be willing?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry, guys. Um, sure. Like somebody who has a plan, somebody who is headed somewhere with those qualities that I'm looking for. I don't have a problem with that. But I can say personally for me, I have met people who have who have them stuff together and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, for me, if I'm not attracted to you, and it doesn't mean like a pretty boy or anything like that. If I'm not attracted to you, it will never work.
Hmm.
Yeah, it will
All
never
right.
work.
So my 2 cents on it. I guess from a man's perspective, I
Hmm.
don't really see. I don't think the things like the monetary things or the other the other aspects of life contributing to a man being a good man. I think those things are good to have,
Hmm.
but any type of character can have those things. I think it's what that person is inside genuinely that
True.
makes that man a good man. What makes him compatible with you is a whole different case. What he brings to the table and all of that stuff is the additional stuff. Because if this person is a good person, a good, genuine man, because we've all seen the good, genuine men. I guess they would have said punch above them weight. Be with women that so called is out of their class because they're good, genuine men. They don't have those attributes in terms of finances or even financial literacy, but
Yeah.
who they are genuinely, is still attractive to certain women. So personally, I don't think that the things in terms of monetary stuff or anything of that sort that is physical makes that person a good person. I think it's what they do, how they carry themselves, how they behave, how they treat others, how they treat their family. I think that
Especially
is
how they
what,
treat their family.
right. I
That's
think that
something
is
that you
what,
have to look at.
Yeah.
right, definitely.
Because a
You
man
know,
will hate his mother. Mm.
Mm.
Mm-mm.
Look
so
out.
Mm-mm.
yeah, so I think that is for me what I would think that makes a good man, and that's the male in me speaking because um I've gone through different phases of life in terms of my own personality,
Mhm.
so I know that I can be a douche with money and I can be a good person without it. So it is really what that person is inside that makes that person a good person to me.
Okay.
Okay.